right, another 24 hours has gone by. We did not accomplish a whole lot today. Unfortunately, ran into a few little snags, but we had some help. Slowed us down as well. The two-piece overlays for the wheels are complete. Wheels are clean, sanded, and painted, but unfortunately realized when we went to pump them up that the tubes are no good. The fenders got secured, mirrors got installed, we got all the door handles ready to go back in. We started playing with the shocks. Also realized we're going to probably need to revalve these, and I think we're going to quad them just so that we'll have enough capacity. We considered putting a coilover with the shock, but I think we're going to stick with the nitro shock and quad it, which is the way it was originally designed on this truck anyway. That way we can lower it down for transport needs if necessary. A few people made some comments on one of the last videos or posts about driveline angles, and we didn't know what we were doing there, so we're going to debunk that feature pretty quickly. But obviously everybody goes to top loaders. Top loaders are super easy. Why? Because instead of the pinion being here, the pinion's up here. That's okay, that's not a big deal. It just puts more wear and tear on a few things, and it's not as traditional, but it's the easy way out, of course. So these axles are not designed that way. These are will be a little bit tougher as far as that goes, but you know, we're always up for a challenge. It will work for those that say it won't, and it is going to go to a carrier bearing for those that say it won't. It's going to be a 1550 drive shaft, which is about as large as you're going to do without getting into something for off-road like dump trucks. It's going to have a drive shaft hoop here. It's going to have a carrier bearing there. And we were mocking up the angles with a broom handle for those that want to critique something. Figuring out where the halfway point is going to be. Getting an actual measurement, because we're going to exact center the transfer case and have mirror image drive shafts front and back. Doesn't have to be that way, that's just the way we're going to do it. We did get the shocks up a couple inches, but it's still running at a pretty low height. Tailgate handle is fixed and installed. Tail lights are in. Mirrors are on. Wrap is finished. And there's one finished tire and wheel. You don't have to take it all back apart because unfortunately it's got to have two put in it. And we got a tired little girl here that's been a good helper today. Ms. Blakely, just to give you a little idea here. It's a 7-foot ladder. We measured it out without the shocks. Well, the front shocks are still all the way down. Front shocks are up a few inches, but 10 foot currently to the top with the small tires. You can see the size difference in the tires. We have a mess everywhere around here. The shop has absolutely been a project central. But I guess we're at 2 weeks in currently. Trying to do a daily video now because things are coming along fast. It took us a little while to get it unloaded and on the ground, and a game plan for what we were going to do. The body is fully secured onto the chassis. All the body mounts are in place and bolted down. Rocker panels are finished properly. We did a video with the door jambs open. I think that one's already been posted, but door jambs are pretty seamless. And we spent a few hours up on the roof today. Instead of painting that, we did basically kind of like a bed liner combination similar to a camper roof, just to seal it perfectly, because obviously it is sectioned 1, 2, basically 3 times it's sectioned up top. So we did seam sealer, and then we did that coating on the top, so hopefully that will keep it from flexing too much. and popping the cracks and popping the welds, which is a pretty common thing to happen. We still got to mount the bed. You'll notice a little bit of alignment issue on the bed. We did do the wrap with the bed in the perfect spot. We did do a set of top caps on the bed. Daniel and his little boy just left. He was messing with the shocks and doing some angles and checking some geometry. What everybody says we don't know. We also checked the gear ratio. These do have, I think it was 762 gear ratio, something like that. So pretty steep gear ratio, but the transfer case is good for that. We've got an overdrive system for the transfer case we can use if we want. And the transfer case we have is a two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive application, so that's gonna work out really well too. But driveline angle, if somebody was dumb enough to make a one-piece drive shaft this long, which would be stupid, but it would not be too big of a deal if it was a top loader. Once again, easy way out. It would be extremely long. When I say long, it's I think it measures to the transfer case here 10 feet, so a little bit overkill there. So we're going to go halfway with the drive shaft. And we're going to reposition the bars probably too, just to get the angles a little more right. They're going to also come off and be painted. We're going to stretch the front ones out slightly just to get the alignment here right. Matt's supposed to come and finish up the wrap. Body shop, Matt's been on some other projects today, so we've been taking full advantage of the shop. Again, it's a disaster around here between welding, cutting, grinding, painting, knocking these wheels out. Could have painted 5 cars in that amount of time. When the wheels come off, we're going to clean up and paint all the axles up because they should not have to come out from underneath the truck again. And we determined what we're going to do for steering and brakes today also. So we appreciate you guys staying tuned on this thing. We're really looking forward to the finished product, and it's rolling along pretty good. Click to subscribe, drop the comments. Anything else you'd like to see done while this thing's going on, or any suppliers that'd like to come on board, undercarriage light, stereo, anything such as that, let us know what you do. We'll be happy to try your product out. DavisAutoSales.com, DavisOffroad.com. Y'all have a good weekend. Hey, what are you doing? We had a couple helpers in the shop today.